Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I saw a pretty good news story, one heck of a news story, and I'm going to flip in our transformation in 18 months here for you guys to see. So let me put on my +5 hat of weaponsmithing, do a little bit of crafting, and let's talk about this. All right, so what happened here? We had a woman who is described as an avid gym goer, basically what we call a cardio bunny, and you guys know the type, the chicks who come in and they do endless amounts of cardio. And they never change that much, you know, and that's always the interesting thing when you go to the gym, any big commercial gym, the leanest people you see, where do you see them at most of the time? In the weight room. You know, what's going to give you the best changes in body composition? Lifting weights. And I don't want people to get the impression that I think that cardio is bad, because I am very pro cardio. I do a lot of cardio myself, and people say, well, how come you're not lean and ripped? Because I eat a lot. You know, if you replace the calories that you eat from doing cardio, you don't really lose fat on it, but you will get more conditioned. You will be healthier. Your heart will be a hell of a lot healthier. You'll recover faster from your weightlifting. Be more fit. But, you know, cardio is absolutely essential, but cardio is not the best tool for changing body composition. Let's be realistic. Women have been sold a bunch of nonsense on this, and men too. You know, same thing. You see, how many men do you see in there who are like, well, I want to tone up, so I don't want to lift a bunch of heavy weights. And they're in there in the cardio room, and they still have a dad bod with a big gut and no muscle after 2 years sometimes. Minimal change, other than they feel a little better. But their time commitment versus the results are pretty small. But this woman dropped her cardio routine and went to powerlifting. And she lost 37 pounds after switching. And you know, the thing is, when you look at those before and after pictures, she lost more than 37 pounds of fat. This woman gained a pretty good amount of muscle. So if she gained 10 pounds of muscle and lost 37 pounds of weight, that means she lost 47 pounds, maybe even 50 pounds of fat. All right, in a year and a half. That's absolutely tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. I mean, that's what we want to see. I mean, that's what we want to see. And that's the other thing that's interesting, you know. I noticed an interesting trend with that. As far as socially goes, you see a lot of women who call themselves feminists, right? And they're like, but then feminist women will say things like, well, I can be fat and out of shape because I don't care about getting a man. You've seen some of these feminists, even the experts, do that. And it's like, so wait, because you're a feminist, you want to be unhealthy and have all sorts of diseases and die a painful death much younger than you're supposed to. And this is empowering in some way. You know what I think is empowering? Is to get strong and to be healthy and to be fit and live longer and have less health problems and be strong physically. I think physical strength is empowering. I think being disease-ridden and dying young is not empowering. But you know, what do I know? I'm just a cis white male, right? All right, joking aside, this is not my political channel, so I'm going to drop that point now. But you guys get the idea. But this woman focused on powerlifting, and in 18 months made an absolutely enormous transformation. Now you guys notice, again, my girlfriend Brittany, you guys have seen her transformation also. She does barbell lifts. She was doing lat pull downs for a while, but we swapped that over to pin lay rows. My girlfriend does exclusively barbell work, some band work, basically face pulls and abs with bands, but everything else she does is with a barbell. She lost over 30 pounds purely from doing that. Then she started doing cardio and adding a lot of cardio again. And why did she add cardio in? Not to lose weight, because she only lost a few more pounds from the cardio. She added the cardio back in because it let her eat more. She's like, I miss being able to eat more ice cream and stuff, and I want to be able to eat ice cream and dessert more, so I'm going to do cardio every day to let me eat more food without gaining fat. But her main core of her exercising is barbell work. Neither of these women are big or bulky. My girlfriend's not big and bulky. She's lean, but she's not bulky. You know, you gotta remember, my girlfriend's like 5'7", 5'8", weighs 150 pounds. So, you know, we're not exactly talking bulky here. Same thing with this chick here. This chick is lean and muscular, but she's not overly bulky, and that's a year and a half of powerlifting. People need to understand that's not even lifting moderate weights. You could get, you know, lesser results if you don't want to be as strong or as toned is the term women would use. As she looks there, okay, you don't have to lift quite as hard. That's a focusing on a strength sport to where you are getting as strong as humanly possible to try to be competitive. You could back it down a tone and do that. And if you guys remember, I did that thing with, what was her name, Jade Sakobi, the same thing. She lost over 100 pounds while competing in powerlifting. I think she lost 150 pounds. Once she started powerlifting, she really realized it was really important for her to make weight classes, and she lost 150 pounds and now competes at a pretty serious level. Again, you see more women make successful transformations when they get under a heavy barbell, an Olympic barbell, and do heavy free weight movements with a barbell than you do all these women who do all this cardio and everything else. And I'm not saying other things can't be helpful. I'm not saying yoga's not helpful. I'm not saying Pilates isn't helpful. But these are secondary forms of exercise. They're add-ons that maybe help you through recovery, mobility, stretching. Cardio is good for burning a few calories, but if you do cardio exclusively, you're going to have to do a ton of it to lose weight, and you're going to tend to lose muscle as you go. Your metabolism will slow down. If cardio is your only form of weight loss, you tend to lose muscle with the weight you're losing, and therefore what ends up happening, you burn fewer and fewer calories over time. And people talk about metabolic slowdown. It's not metabolic slowdown because of hormones at that point. It's metabolic slowdown because you've lost fat, so you're now carrying around less weight, because it takes calories to carry fat around, but you've also lost muscle mass, which decreases even your resting metabolic rate. You burn less calories even when you're sleeping or watching TV when you lose muscle. Therefore, it can become a problem. Whereas in the people who do this through weightlifting and they gain a little muscle, their metabolisms go up. As they lose weight, their base metabolic rate can increase slightly. So instead of going down, it goes up a little bit. They burn more calories all the time. Well, more calories means they can eat more food and lose weight, or they'll regain the fat slower if they do start overeating again. So these things are add-ons. There should not be your primary method of changing metabolism. And I do want to point out here, I do like this story. I do like where it went because it's encouraging people to lift, but I don't want people to think no cardio is the best way either. I think the best combination for people to get in shape, and that includes women who want to lose a pretty large amount of weight and who want to be empowered, is a combination of barbell work with free weights, free weight barbell work combined with cardio. The weights is the primary form of exercise, and the cardio is a secondary for both their heart health and to just burn additional calories so that they can either lose weight more quickly or they can eat more food and have that dessert they want every now and then while they continue to lose weight at the same rate. So cardio is a nice secondary tool, but it's not going to change your body composition the way that weight training will. The weight training is what you really need for the shift in body composition, which will allow you to lose fat more quickly and to increase your metabolism. Because you have to remember, at the end of the day, anytime you lose weight and you're not stimulating muscle growth, you are losing muscle as part of the weight. And that always means slower fat loss on the same amount of food. Because if you're losing muscle, that is tissue that your body is burning for fuel instead of your body fat. Important point to remember. So yeah, good article overall. I like to see these success stories. I always like to report on these success stories because it encourages not just men, but women to get in the gym. And remember, guys, all of you who have females in your lives who you love, I don't care if it's a wife, a girlfriend, your mother, your sister, your daughter, show them these success stories, all right? Show them these success stories so that they can see how it's really done. They can see how you're supposed to do it. They can see how people actually get results who are successful. Because most of your real major transformations, these amazing transformations you see, almost always involve these women getting under a heavy barbell. It's never just from cardio and some bad diet. You see that on occasion, but it's rare, and those women tend to rebound more frequently and more quickly. Because again, it doesn't give them the long-term changes in body composition and the long-term changes in metabolic rate that you really want ideally to make this happen. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.